Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Azkai here, bringing you another update for Conqueror's Blade for January 9th. So this is the update, so this is the update log for January 9th, and our maintenance time for APAC is January 9th, 1400 to 1700 UTC plus 8. For EU and AMS is January 9th, 700 to 1000 UTC plus 1. The maintenance is expected to last 3 hours. After the maintenance, you will receive 8,000 bronze coins, 300 honor, 15 unit medals as compensation. For events, we have the we have the limited time Doctrine Pool rotation, changing over to the Meadows of Broken Reeds. It's going to have the probability of discovering epic quality Lancer Cavalry Doctrines here will be increased. The time is 9th of January after maintenance to 23rd of January before maintenance. So we have the 300 Warriors Bathed in Glory. A brand new limited time PvP points event is now open. Participate in the event level Monopoly to earn shield points. The higher the accumulated points, the more generous the rewards. The highest rewards include epic hero schematics and new emotes. The higher the level performance score in battle, the higher the points earned. So you have 800 to 1050 earns 120 points per match. Performance score between 700 to 799 is 100 points per match, and 500 to 699 is 80 points. Maximum of 1,000 points can be earned per week, with the limit resetting every Thursday at midnight. Um, Point acquisition time is the 9th of January after maintenance to 22nd of January, 1 minute before midnight. Reward claim time is obviously after maintenance on the 9th of January. We go to the 26th of the January to 26th of January, 1 minute before midnight. Territory War adjustment. We have the Warriors Showdown mode for Territory War. So it's going to change the rules for the fort battles. So yeah, during Territory Wars, the rules for fort battles will change to the 15v15 Warrior Showdown mode. Details are as followed. Rules for fort battles. Only the command house selected after a declare war action can take a fort. Can attack a fort. After declaring, the system will select the command house based on the ranking of the real-time house reputation if the fort is controlled NPC forces or if a legion successfully pitches camp at the fort. Players with a title of Decanos or patrol leader and above in the Legion can register for the battle. After the command house is determined, both sides have a 5-minute registration phase to prepare for battle. Members of the Free House Alliance must register near or inside the fort. Legion players can use the reinforcement function to register remotely. During the registration phase, the command house and the defending house will have their house leader, deputy leader, and marshals select 15 participants from the registered players. If the Legion is participating, the top 15 players with the highest acclaim will be selected from the registration list once the countdown ends. Once both sides have finalized their 15 participants or the registration phase ends, no further changes can be made. The battle will begin after a 10-second cooldown. If either side fails to select the full lineup of 15 players, the remaining spots will be filled randomly from the registration queue. If the attackers fail to register 15 participants, the attack is considered a failure. And a new command house will be selected. The new command house will be determined based on the reputation ranking of the house that declared, or if the defenders fail to register 15 participants, all registered players will enter the battle, even if the lineup is incomplete. Once the battle begins, no additional players can join the front. Changes to fort field battlefield rules. The capture rules in fort battles are identical to other territory war battles. There are 3 banners: the attacker's base, the central point, and defender's base. Each banner requires 1 minute of uninterrupted control after the capture phase progress bar is completed to fully switch ownership. Each participating player has 2 respawns. Players cannot return to battle after losing their 3rd life. Units cannot be replenished during the battle. Units are determined based on what the players bring into the battlefield. Both sides have a limit of the number of artillery they can deploy. Each player can set up to 3 artillery. Players can use artillery stored in their wagons. Depending players who have relocated the camp to the fort can use artillery from the supplies stored in the artillery warehouse. This probably actually refers to their own supply camp, not the upcoming artillery warehouse that's going to be explained soon. Level comes equipped with siege towers, battering rams, and trebuchets. Fief ownership rules: if the attacking side wins the warrior showdown, the fief will belong to the command house. Exclusive honor rules. Sorry, exclusive honor display. Players who participate in Warrior Showdown and achieve 5 victories in single season will achieve an avatar frame available in the current season. The frame will be removed at the start of the next season, and the victory count will be reset. If a house joins an alliance and the alliance achieves 5 Warriors Showdown victories in the single season, the house will receive a House Arms frame available in the current season. The House Arms frame will be removed at the start of the next season, and the alliance victory count will be reset. Um, I like I like this saying. I forget who's saying it, but I remember hearing it for the first time when I was playing Age of Empires 2, and I'm pretty sure it was like an army marches on its stomach, something like that. So this is the artillery warehouse. This is a new building that can be built along with the field camp and ruling flag. So construction rules: players with house build structure permission can construct an artillery warehouse, including house leader, deputy leaders, marshals, and treasurers. Building an artillery warehouse costs 100,000 house funds. Warehouses can only be built during territory wars or their preparation periods. A house can construct up to 3 artillery warehouses at the same time. Once construction begins, the warehouse requires 300 seconds to complete and will automatically self-destruct after uh, 7,200 seconds. So takes 5 minutes to build, takes um, 2 hours to self-destruct, sorry, so it will last the entire territorial war. Storage and retrieval rules: house members can deposit non-bound artillery from their wagons into the artillery warehouse. If a member retrieves their own deposited artillery, it remains non-bound. If a member retrieves artillery deposited by others, it becomes bound. Additionally, the original depositor earns house contribution based on the quality of the artillery. A maximum of 40 artilleries can be stored in the warehouse at any time. Artillery retrieval limit per member. Each member has a maximum of 4 artillery retrieval slots. Retrieving 1 artillery piece consumes 1 retrieval slot. When retrieval slots are insufficient, artillery cannot be retrieved, and the retrieval button will be invalid. 1 retrieval slot regenerates every 60 seconds up to a maximum of 4. This is I think this is too short of a time. 4 minutes to get basically your max. A bit too short, I think. Cadet members cannot use the warehouse storage or retrieval function. For other house members, excluding cadet members, a maximum of 40 artilleries can be deposited daily. What? Okay. Alright. So you can deposit a maximum of 40 artillery, and you can retrieve a maximum of 20. Interesting. Destruction rules. An artillery warehouse can be destroyed in 3 ways: manual destruction by the house leader, deputy leader, marshal, or treasurer, reaching the time limit, defeat in the front battle. The warehouse follows the same battlefield level and rules as the field camp. When a warehouse is destroyed while still containing artillery, 50% of the artillery will be randomly removed from the system, so they up this from 15%. The remaining artillery will be returned to the supply of the players who originally stored it. Again, I think they should have given the remaining 50% to whoever destroyed it, but that's just my opinion. I don't think I actually wrote anything about territory wars for this one, but that's what I think. Other fixed bugs and optimization. In the Sabaton map, one of the supply points entrance in the moat area are outside the city has been adjusted from an inaccessible staircase for cavalry to a accessible dirt slope. So the staircase has been changed. Now there are two ways for cavalry to get in and get in and off of this supply point. So interesting choice to well, yeah. I think um, I think it would have been a more interesting choice if they made this supply point completely if they made this supply point just completely isolated from cavalry, that would have been a really cool choice where to have this supply point just be inaccessible from cavalry entirely. But um, again, whether or not they do, it's just yeah. They've made it more accessible. They already had it accessible before, so instead of coming up behind it, now you can come up in front of it and stuff. Alrighty, upon entering the personalized interface, the currently equipped set will be automatically selected. Fix an issue where the actual values for Battle Frenzy in the Laconic Javelins Veterancy were incorrect. Fix an issue where the actual values for Battle Frenzy in the Laconic Javelins Veterancy nodes were incorrect. Oh, okay. So, if I remember correctly, I did check this. The Battle Frenzy node is where the Olympian throw it's an increase in Olympian throw, and it's by 15%. So it's either saying that the actual values, um, the shown value is incorrect, or the values were incorrect somewhere, either displayed or practical effects. So probably if it wasn't increasing the damage by 15%, it's now going to be by 15%. If the display is wrong and the value is different, they're going to change the display, that kind of thing. So we'll have to see. I'm thinking it's probably the former, but it would be kind of weird if they decide to weaken it because the Lyconic Javelins are not performing very well. Optimize the javelin release position for Lyconic Javelins when using Olympian Volley. Improve the animation performance for Lyconic Javelins when using Olympian Volley. Fix an issue where the slowdown effect description for Chiron's Cure Runes was incorrect when using the bandage skills. Alright. Fix the issue where the slowdown effect description for. Okay, so this this one is the one where it reduces the slow when you use bandage because you can use bandage now, but you get slowed by 50%. So this rune reduces that slow by a set amount, either completely removing it or changing it to 30%. I can't remember. But anyway, so they're apparently just fixing the description for that one. Fixed incorrect block values for Reforged Dragon Blood and Reforged Archangel. So this is the longsword Reforged weapons. Fix an issue where equipping the legendary support doctrine on polearm infantry units cause supportive charge to target a route without enemies. Interesting. Um, this one was so this is the legendary support doctrine. This is completely of uh outside of what our version will experience. So we don't actually have to worry about this one. So don't worry about that one. Fix an issue in fighting bands of wandering rebels where if a hero's mount was killed by enemies during the loading phase. Oh, okay. Loading phase, the hero's position would become abnormal. So when you load in, there'll be enemies right on top of you. They might have just killed your mount or killed a couple of things before you loaded in, and for some reason now you're just up in the air. That has never happened to me, so I would be. It's really funny. It would be really funny. Fix an issue where the elite Imperial Spearman Mastery effect Rejuvenate did not work. I don't know which one they're referring to, but since it says rejuvenate, I'm thinking, well, yeah, it's gonna have to be the Imperial Spear Guards, right? Because that would be the Imperial Spearmen. Elite Imperial Spearmen, so it has to be Imperial Spear Guard in this case. The Rejuvenate one where they heal 40 health per second or something, not working, so not really that it matters. It's such a small amount. It would take over 3 minutes or something in order to heal to max. Oh no, I underballed that. Um, if they're at 1 HP and they have, okay, that's gonna take like 5, maybe 6 minutes in order to heal to max. Fix abdominal displacement issue for targets hit by shield and spear hero Spartan kick. I mean, that's good. Fixed a rare issue where shield and spear heroes could lose damage output. I get this a lot when I throw the spear. That's the only time I notice, really. You used to see this a lot when previously with the Ares Cleave second stage. So that's good that they're fixing these issues. It's just really funny that it is happening. Fix an issue where shield and spear heroes using Aegis Retribution or Ares Cleave would experience abnormal displacement when under control effects. So, um, yeah, I mean, that happens. It's again because these two skills move you very far, and because by the looks of it, you can change the direction, you can change the movement with your camera. So if you get hit by a crowd control effect while you're adjusting that movement, it could cause complete, complete utter bedlam with when it tries to calculate where you wanted to go and when you got hit by the CC and then you just changing around the direction. So that um so yeah, it's good that they're fixing this, but they could have avoided this if they just didn't allow Aegis Retribution, like basically all of the Shield and Spear Heroes attacks to be adjustable with the camera. Like the fact that every single skill of the Shield and Spear Hero, every single attack of the Spear and Shield Hero doesn't lock you in. Besides the throw, the exact throw frame locks you in, but being able to basically track 100 being able to track 100% of your attacks for everything else is kind of OP, considering that a lot of older heroes don't have this ability. Unit medals returned after unit resets will now be changed to bound status. Returned unit medals cannot be traded on the market. Fix an issue where the formation position of units in non-full headcounts did not match the designated formation points. So yeah, and that is all. I'm going to take a quick look at the Thermopylae, and just so you guys do know that that there is another update. Maybe I'll just quickly go over that real quickly before we head over to Thing and take a look at the Thermopylae map. Why not? Let's just take a look at the Thermopylae map anyway. I like the looks of it, though it is a fortified position now instead. So this is probably an underground part, or no, they just put it in a square box for some reason. A, B, base, extra point, entrance points, 2 entrance points here. So concentrating more. I'm guessing this is supposed to be the pass. Ace point is up on the wall. Back section. Second stage of the battlefield. Oh, so they have a little bit of a tidbit. So the battlefield is divided into the Thermopylae city walls area and the Anopia path within the valley. This is the path indicated by the trader Anopia. If I said that wrong, sorry. Through the Anopia path, the attacking side can directly reach the core defense area for battle. Yeah. So there's two main sections here. First stage, the city wall area has two key capture focus. Point A is located at the center of the city wall area, while the supply point is next to the statue at the coastal end. The path area contains two other important capture focuses: the outpost points at the valley's entrance and the supply point within the valley. During the initial stage of the battle, both area capture points are available for the attacking side to seize. The attackers can choose to breach the city walls through the gate and broken walls of the city wall area, or launch a strong assault at the supply point along the path to secure the outpost. This allows them to use closer respawn points and supply distances to flank point A from the rear and sides. Um, so the wall break section, so this is the main gate section, so what they're saying is that like the coastal side, you break through, you capture these sections, you will probably, if you capture these supply points, they're saying, I think it's this supply point, you'll spawn closer, is what I think it's saying. Or it's saying the path, so the trader's path, here, there's a supply point on this side that allows you to capture it and you'll be able to go through. So either way, apparently the supply point is going to be an important point to capture. Or maybe they're talking about these secondary points, fortresses. I don't know, secondary points. After capturing point A, the dock area at point B will be unlocked. The attackers can then choose to advance step by step along the main road from the city walls or launch an assault from the path entrance towards both sides of the river, breaking the defense line. In the final stage, the attackers can advance towards the main camp from multiple directions. The primary approach is to cross the bridge from the front battlefield and launch an uphill assault near the main camp plaza. Additionally, after capturing the outpost and supply point towards the end of the path, attackers will have the opportunity to cut off the defender's supply route from there. That's totally going to be destroyable, right? That feels like it's going to be destroyable. So that's interesting. By the looks of it, this supply point is probably going to be capturable. I actually don't know. This one definitely seems like it's going to be capturable. This one seems like it's going to be capturable. Or maybe this point is not going to be capturable, but that makes no sense as well. Because how are you going to cut them off from the base point if they're literally just going to funnel through this section here? Oh, yeah, no, that's what they're saying. They can cut them off here at the end of the path. So the trader's path moves all the way into that section there where you can capture that point, which I assume will allow them to spawn there. That means the safe spot will be here, and this supply point here will be attackable from the trader's path, meaning that, oh my goodness, that's a hell of a straight. Just send charging cavalry right through, and you'll just rip through everything. If I assume it's supposed to be a flat area, probably not. Map mechanic flame arrows. In Thermopylae, the attacking size trebs have been replaced with frame. It's supposed to say flame arrow rain. Players can aim and release the flame arrows using the G key, launching multiple waves of flame arrows from ships on the sea. These rockets deal significant damage to a wide area. Why would they call it rockets? They literally just call it flame arrows and just say these rockets significant area in a wide area with added knockback and burning effect and are particularly effective against units without shields. That goes without saying, but that means that these things also do not. These things are blockable, which is good. I think that's really cool. After capturing the dock area at the B point, more warships will join the battlefield, and players will receive an additional flame arrow use. The rocket barrage can effectively harm both allies and enemies, so choose your target and timing carefully. Oh, friendly fire. That's interesting. Outposts. So these are called outposts, apparently. There are 2 outposts set up near the path area, providing additional respawn points for both sides. By controlling these outposts, you can shorten the time for your side to rejoin the conflict. Yep. Yep. Drowning damage. In the Thermopylae Adapt, there are multiple terrains where heroes can fall into water and drown. Be mindful when choosing your combat location, as drowning will result in death. Drowning deaths are recorded as environmental damage, and you can view the details by pressing blah 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 blah. Yeah, I've died underneath Constantinopolis like plenty of times by accidentally jumping off those stupid stairs. So yeah, I know what that is, or what is that like. Finally, we're just going to check out the blah 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 blah. Just going to log in really quickly just to show you that these are patch notes and stuff. But realistically, these are shield and spear hero changes that will come with the update and are more or less important to say the very least. So, shield and spear hero balance adjustments. So, in this update, the following adjustments will be made to the shield and spear hero skills. Spartan kick, this recast time increased by 40%. Spartan kick cooldown increase from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. We wish you an enjoyable gaming experience. Good changes. I think the precasting thing is a lie, since someone kind of proved it on the PTR. It was a complete revert. Whether or not it is actually only a 40% increase, that's still to be seen. And if it does change when it hits live, yeah, that's very unfortunate. I do think that the longer cast time is good for the game. It matches a lot of what the other heroes have, and to be honest, the Spartan Kick still offers a very much powerful CC, and again, probably has the largest area of effect out of any of the ultimates we have seen. That's saying a lot, by the way. There are ultimates that feel like they hit everyone. They hit whole units, but you send someone flying through someone's formation, that feels like you just hit the front unit, the unit behind that unit, and then the unit in the rear. So you're effectively hitting everyone with a kick just because you sent someone flying. It's really fun, except that it can cause really irritating issues where if there's multiple projectiles, which it feels like they have done that. Maybe they haven't. It just that's a lot of units flying around. So I'm gonna be honest, it's not even the damage. It's literally just the CC that is the making the Spartan kick just really terrifying. But yeah, I think these are good changes. The cooldown, honestly, doesn't really work because they kind of wanted to make the Spartan kick really low cooldown. So you end up making the rage mechanic redundant. So again, it's good that they have done it. I think it's really terrible that they're now kind of inbuilt redundancy for a mechanic that was supposed to be used in order to limit the power of their ultimate, but it doesn't. So they either made the ultimate too powerful. Well, sorry, they made the ultimate too powerful in order to keep the cooldown extraordinarily low. And again, like I can earn rage against one target every 10 seconds to kick that to use the kick basically on cooldown. So that's not an issue. Like literally not an issue. You can just basic attack. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But other than that, my name's Atsuka. Have a nice day. Bye for now.